What else is Ascent? Let's find out with Kun Seubsakol Sakolsatayadorn, General Manager of Ascent eCommerce. Please welcome.
Hello everybody. I need to correct one thing. Actually, Ascent Group is under CP Group. We actually has been expelled. No. Actually propelled from True to CP Group. So right now, I'm going to speak instead of my CCO, Kun Sen, of which he have the business trip to internet other country right now. Let me get to my slide because it's just finished last night. And yeah, so it's been a great day, isn't it? I mean, lots of many interesting topics today, and I find myself caught in which topic I'm going to talk about, and I choose the one. I call it Thailand eCommerce is ascending. The word ascending, I mean, moving up. Moving up is always every entrepreneur dream. So, by the way, this is really not involving with my company group's name at all. And the agenda that I'm going to walk you through is actually about me and Ascent Commerce again. So you're going to know a little bit more about Ascent Group and what's happening around us. I'm going to give you a little bit of the stats, just a few of them. And then we're going to move into the key driver that's going to change e-commerce for the next 12 months that I think will impact the most. And then I call it the key ascending factor, which is more related to ourselves. How we can ascending, in this kind of dynamic. And then the last part, just a little bit of how this affects to your life and things to do now. So about me, my name is Seubsakol Sakolsatayadorn. I've been honored to speak in the keynote here. So I'm General Manager of Ascent Commerce. And again, about the Ascent Group, we actually satisfy customer needs with comprehensive ecosystem. So we have e-commerce ecosystem, we have fintech, we have e-money, and also we have digital enabler. And my part, you can see on the blue part, is Ascent Commerce. And our Ascent Commerce vision is to be the most trusted online e-commerce platform, create opportunities to brands and sellers to fulfill great value to customer. So we have 3 platforms. The first one is Vlog Shopping. Somebody call it like C2C, somebody call it like SME2C. So I call it online marketplace. And the second one actually is iTrueMart, which is online retail. So we do actually, buy things and we sell things. And then the last part, we just, running in the beta mode. We call it vmall.com. This one going to be the branded shopping mall marketplace for only the branded. And just some figure from last year, this is our business size of Ascent Commerce. The total GMV is 3.2 billion. Our revenue is on 2 billion. And we have 2.7 million orders and 1,000 brands, 300,000 sellers, 20 million unique visitors, and with 200 million sessions. So this is kind of, all of them is under one ecosystem of Ascent Commerce. So just a little bit of the context before we move ahead to the next agenda. I'm going to give you a little bit of the stats that I think is involving to the context that I'm going to speak today. The first one, somebody already know about this one. Actually, our customer behavior already been shifted toward digitization. So 2015 social media statistics summary of Thailand. You see, we are #1, the first largest city of Facebook with 35 million users. We are second largest market of Thailand with 33 million users. And the fifth place, YouTube in the world with 26 million users. And very importantly, you see, it's about the figure of 2015 that internet penetration and smartphone penetration in Thailand already reached 60%. So this number is kind of very amazing. It's going to do lots of impact to e-commerce of this year. And how Asia shopper use their smartphone. I'm going to explain a little bit about four figures that I find it very interesting. 1 out of 2 consumers compare the price on their mobile while in the store. And 1 out of 3, they are looking for more product detail. And 1 out of 5, they search for an alternative online seller. And 1 out of 5 again, 20% of them, customers have placed an order on the mobile phone while in the store. And this is just a stat I'm going to use for the rest of my slide. This is the 3, of all the driving factor of e-commerce this year. I think this 3 key driving factor is going to be the most impact to our e-commerce dynamic for the next 12 months. The first one concerning demand and supply. The retail channels are melting. The second one, the enabler. The personalization as a commodity. And the third one about the platform. I will say that the big guys are coming in now. For the first one, retail channels are melting. I believe that most of you guys already knows about this one. I'm going to explain again about the showrooming. The showrooming is the guy who coming into your shop, to your store. They're just looking around, touching, feeling, and asking your sales representative in the shop about their opinion, whether the price is right or not. And then suddenly, they just, made a little bit chit-chat, excuse going out of the shop, bring up the mobile, and make an order online. So we call this showrooming. And we also have the web rooming. So this guy coming into your website, viewing all of your page, going through every detail of your product, and just popping up of that cozy little sofa, going to the nearby shop and buy it over there. How many numbers we have? Because I use a figure from US, but actually the same things happen is because penetration of smartphone is already beyond 50% mark. So the things going to happen this year is, like in US, 73% of all the shoppers admit that they are showrooming in your store. And 33% check cheaper price on the mobile. 31% check on the product review. And 71% purchase from a different online sites. For the web roomer, 88%, even more than showroomer. 47% of them want to avoid the shipping fee. I think it's kind of very important figure here also. And 46% want to touch and feel the product first before they buy. So this is going to happen. And what is the implication to us? So, if you are the offline retailer, you have, you don't just block your customer from going out of the shop. Now it's a time for you to learn more about the customer prior to your visiting at your shop. To build capabilities to understand your customer journey more. Before they arrive, you can use those kind of apps, you can tapping in those kind of customer journey. Try even to put some technology, IoT, those kind of things into your shop to consolidate, to combine like email, ID, or loyalty, and put it at your POS in order to satisfy your customer more in your shop. And if you are the application to the online you have, because the mobile is changing things, you have to be able to tap into every bit of mobile technology. You have to use the app, you have to put your campaign, you have to focus your campaign, your marketing, the customer journey, how to better them in the mobile. So mobile is going to be the key for you in order, if you are the online shopper, this is the way that you have to enable yourself. And the second one, I said the personalization now is as a commodity. So, in the old day, for sure, marketing cost is for online, especially for online, is very costly. And if you are really eager to grow your business using those online marketing, for sure, the key barrier to your success, to your profitability of the business is the marketing. So let me give you some of the customer journey that we have. The pink one, the blue one, and the gray one actually is Willem Shopping, iTrueMart, and Bimall. The pink one, customer click on the dress. They visit the dress detail page, and then they just exit the site. We can email and recommend the similar product to the customer. They just check on the email, click on it, and buy it. And on the blue part, customer coming in, clicking on the category of TV, they visit the LED 55-inch page and add to cart, checkout, and they're coming back to our home page, they see recommendation on the accessory to this LED 55-inch, so they can check out again. And the last one is, they come to Bimall, search for a very particular S288 whitening something. And we are new to this, so no result on the search, right? We can notify even our customer service team to call to customer whether they really need this one, clarify whether what kind of product you are really searching for, and checking with our merchandise team, update the search, and also automatically email back to customer. And for product availability, of course, and customer click on it and buy it. All of this right now is 2016. It's become very easy. It's not that expensive anymore if you do it right. So, and also if you're interested more in this one, I have my colleague, Kun Titom. She's going to help one of the workshops this afternoon about the marketing. So you can go more deeper with her. And the last part, the key driver of e-commerce in Thailand for the next 12 months, going to be this one. I call it big guys are coming in now. In Thailand, you already seen some of the stuff. But also in other countries, Southeast Asia, it's not only the startup, it's not only the global player, it's the large conglomerates join the e-commerce battle already. In Indonesia, like Salit Group, like Lotte Group. So they made a joint venture, and they put the business plan for 2017 already, and for sure in Vietnam, Vin Group. So they even said that they invest like 50 million US for their platform Erawan. And Chinese player, they set up with cross-border advantage. Jingdong, and also Alibaba Group operation in Southeast Asia. And last but not least, the day before, I heard, Daniel, Indonesia e-commerce association, he just announced that Amazon announced that will open an e-commerce branch in Indonesia that will invest 600 million US in the first year alone. So this is going to be the key driver of the e-commerce situation for the next 12 months that I think will impact the most. So as like an entrepreneur, I think the key ascending factor for us in this kind of e-commerce is, it's always a dream for entrepreneur to growing up, moving up, and also the nightmare, right? because there is so many things that we find the slide before that I consider is the opportunity. But somebody in this room for sure going to see it as the threat. And I'm going to give you 3 things that I think is the most important to be ascending in this kind of situation. It's the strategy, it's the execution, and it's the people. And you have to do it right. Okay? So, when we're talking about a strategy, if I would say that people in e-commerce, we always focus on getting acquisition on the customer. We try to satisfy the customer, and at the end of the day, you can see everybody move into this kind of thing. We're just doing the pricing, we're just doing the discount, we're just doing promotion and coupon code. And you don't think that we have the margin left at all, at the gross margin, which is not true. But actually, how we do our strategy is not on this part. We are consider the customer experience to be the top most important thing. And you have to think about something else. You have to think about like speed, payment option, convenience, or even assortment for upsell and cross-sell. And believe me, you not want to win the money off the pocket of our customer, but you want to win them to keep coming back to you more and more. And for the second part, the execution, this is the map in Ascent Group that we lay out for. This is actually particular for Ascent Commerce. This is a map that we use to tell us that on the left side is the most important things. We invest ourselves into the customer experience to better them. And we use our 10% time just to, putting our mental into the agile and our professional into redefining with tech and data and trying to make something 10 times bigger. And the rest of the time, 90% we have left, is just to build, measure, and learn of what we have. And you don't have to do all things like this, but you just need to be able to ask yourself and your team every day that whether you're doing which option. Are you really leap of faith and have the landing platform at the end? So, the last part is very important part. It's about the people. In the old days when I still have the 10 employee together within a very tiny office, and right now, as in commerce, we have around 400 employees. To grow at this scale, how to define the roles, responsibility, those kind of things, going to be hectic. And believe me, it's even though you love the process, you love tools, you love those kind of KPI, very comprehensive report, you love those kind of SLA commitment from your employee to your customer. You love to have plan, right? But you have to create environment for them in order that they're going to love more on the interaction, to discuss about the creativity or how we can solve the pain point of the customer. You have to create the working software. You have to create the way our team can really have the customer collaboration in their mind and can really make a decision to respond to the change. And have said that, people, if you want to change the behavior of people, I'm quite sure that you cannot tell them to. It's very old. And what we do is we just give them a tool that they can see the difference, the tool that they can really decide whether they're going to pursue what. In this picture, we just put like a dashboard. This is for marketing team. So they can see whether they just launched the campaign, whether it's really going up, is it really they hit the target or not in real time. And then, at the end of the day, I put like a note over there, because if they hit the target every day, they're going to play very nice music out. And, the key is the entrepreneurship, but not in you. but in your team. Every one of your team in your company with entrepreneurship is going to make you ascending into sustainability in this kind of dynamic of e-commerce. And just only a little bit on the context that I talked so far. So you have to really focus on building capabilities to understand your customer journey. Invest into this one. And also, the more